welcome to Red and Black TV. I'm your host, Stos, co-host Banana, usual panel heads, Azza and Boz.
What's happening?
What's
happening?
What's
going on?
Welcome back, Azza.
Cheers, boys.
Azza.
How was your trip?
It was good, eh? Shout out to Degs. Congratulations, mate.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, brother.
Life's over, but anyway.
That's it.
Welcome to our life. Welcome. Where everything's a problem, Kat.
I feel like we should put some of the quotes up.
I reckon we should. I reckon we should get my message in here. Put it as a screenshot. We're getting the fucking divorce.
So we're in a group chat. So all of us screenshotted some of the messages from the missus and said, "Get used to this shit now, bro."
Yeah, you're still Degs.
He was reading it.
You'll be
It
right,
was
Degs. You'll
just
be
for
right.
his speech.
All right, let's get into the game. Obviously, Western United away.
Yep.
Our thoughts prior were, we weren't that confident going into that fixture, obviously. So let's talk about.
I'll stop you there. I will say one thing, mate. Do you reckon Diamante and Barisha watched our show? I pleaded with them. Take it easy. Take it easy. They took it easy.
Take it easy.
did take
Take it easy.
Take it easy on us. You did
Take it
play.
easy. I pleaded. It worked.
I doubt he watched it, but
I doubt it. But
Anyway.
it paid off.
it did pay off.
I also heard a couple of hours ago that the Western United fans are still celebrating that goal.
The one that went behind.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
I think they went for 10 minutes.
Hey, what
bro.
does that goal remind you of? Bullets.
Let's go.
I think they went home thinking they got a draw out of that game.
Still celebrating, bro. Relax.
Look. How is possible? How? Look. How is possible, brother?
Oh, because you brought it up.
Yeah,
Was it a penalty?
You want to go straight into that, do you?
Was it a penalty?
Pen.
Listen, I want to say it like this. If you're giving that a pen,
Then
we're gonna see 4 or 5
Yeah.
pens every game, bro.
Yeah.
If they're gonna be consistent with that,
Yeah.
that's fine. Give the pen, but then we, as fans, we expect calls to be fair and consistent.
Yeah,
Then we're looking at 4 and 5 pens because corners, man, there's gonna be a bit of tug, a bit of shirt pulling, this and that. It wasn't a complete hook around the neck.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If it was something that blatant, I'd say 100%.
He could have given the ball.
Of course, I would not have been surprised if it was given.
Yeah.
But what I would have said is, that's fine. You want to call this a pen? Then I want it consistent. And
Or you would have said, looky.
how is this possible?
How is possible? How is possible, brother?
Shout out to our Kosovo, mate.
Yeah,
Volume.
Kosovo now, yeah.
All right, so obviously a 1-0 win away is massive.
Yep.
But in my eyes, I feel like I came out of that game not really satisfied. Put it that way. I feel like
Yeah, it's good.
it was boring football.
Very boring.
Okay,
game.
Very
to say the
boring.
least. And I think if it was a scenario where, because obviously Robinson wasn't there, suppose he was a bit crook. There was a scenario in the game where obviously Nada got injured, okay? And I feel like in that scenario, if Robinson was there at the pitch, I don't think he would have done the change that Miller did, which he converted to a 4-4-2, obviously. And then we obviously started playing better. We started playing a lot more attacking. I think if Robinson was there for that game, he probably would have brought on Jajeski and stick with the 3-5-2. So what are your thoughts on Miller making a call like that to go into a system that we haven't really played this year, obviously?
I'll go first.
Yeah.
Yalla.
So what it looks like, what's evident is Carl Robinson's obviously given Kenny Miller some instructions, clear instructions. This is how we want to play. This is a system. And obviously something hasn't gone to plan, which was an injury.
Cut out, I reckon.
So maybe Kenny Miller signed off WhatsApp, goes, fuck this cunt.
Yep.
But what obviously happened was a situation arose where we got an injury. Now, again, I agree if Carl Robinson was there, he would have made a sub for a sub, so position for the position. So I think he would have thrown on Jajewski, held on for his nil all draw and thought 1 point away to West United, the informed team, it would be good. But I think Kenny Miller being the type of player he is, and don't forget, positionally, he was a striker. So when you're a striker, you're attack minded.
Yep.
You know what I mean? If you've been a defender your whole life, you're going to be a defensive coach, you know?
That's right.
So I think he said, you know what? Let's go with 2 up front. Let's start pressing with 2 up front.
Yep.
And 5 minutes later, 62nd minute, the subs were made. I think 67th minute we scored. Much obviously pressing up front. that led to a mistake, and we scored off
Much or
it.
much? What is it anymore?
Much, whatever, much. So, so obviously that goal came from the pressure that was, that came from playing two up front. You know,
Pressure.
Yep.
instead of sitting back, I'd love to see us start putting teams under pressure from the back, especially because what's happening now is in the league is everyone's playing out from the back.
Yeah.
Now, when a team's playing out from the back, you have two decisions. You can play it two ways. You can sit back and wait for them to come to you. You've got your recovery line, which is, you sit deep, maybe 5-6 meters in front of the halfway line. You let them come that far, and then you look to press. So I think what happened was Much started pressing up higher.
Yep.
And man, it led to a goal. So fuck, maybe that's something we could
To be
take out.
fair,
of this
it
game.
was a bit of a blunder from the.
Yeah, but
100%.
what did that
Just,
blunder come from, Stos?
pressure, yeah.
From the pressure.
He needed to press to be there. So obviously-
Exactly. And hey, great. Don't take anything away from that finish.
No, well,
finish.
That was a classy,
finish.
experienced finish,
you have
man.
to do a bit.
Hit
You still have to do a bit.
it pretty far out, man.
Pretty far out.
really could've
Pretty
taken
far
more.
out. And it was very
Decent
well placed.
shot.
Decent
I think
shot.
Miller said it. He was getting instructions from Robertson at half time. So I don't know if Robertson, I don't think he would have, but possibly he did. And if he did, credit to him. If Robertson told Miller, something, if the system's not working, feel free to change it up, something along those lines.
No way.
If he did, credit to him. If he didn't, credit to Miller. My only issue is, and I might be reading too much into this, it's great that we've played four at the back 100%. We've been calling it for ages, about time, legit. Even as the subs, once we went 1-0 up, he's attacking subs, so I thought Miller made every decision right. The only thing, if Robertson didn't tell Miller or give Miller his blessings to change the system, how's it going to get for the future? Because that's Miller pretty much saying, Robertson, your 3-5-2 is not working. So that's your assistant coach and your main coach, not on the same wavelength.
Well, that's what was.
What's going to
So
happen?
that's saying, Kenny, we've gone with your way for 62 minutes. Nil
Maybe
all.
switch it up.
Yeah?
Yeah,
I've gone with what I want, and 5 minutes later we've scored a goal.
exactly.
Well, that goes
And,
back to
and,
what you
and
said,
I
boss,
said that in the last podcast.
You said Halili to tap on his
You,
shoulder.
you said,
Yeah,
what do we
Miller's
need?
done it.
What do we need
Exactly.
to turn it around? I said, someone needs to challenge him.
Yeah.
And it's been done.
Yeah,
It is what it is.
And I think
Miller in.
Kenny challenged him. Maybe
The
not.
results show.
Maybe not directly challenged him.
Yeah.
But
Opportunity.
by pulling the strings he did, making the changes, that's a statement.
100%.
So he's made a statement saying, look, if we do go up 2 up front and 4 at the back, we can score a goal. That's not a coincidence, bro, scoring a goal 5 minutes after changing a system.
No, it's not.
Yeah, well, that's what we've been calling for. That's where our frustration stem from, because we know the potential of this team on paper. But you're limiting our team when you're playing a defensive system.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's pull those, let's take the chains off us. Yeah. And let's fucking play this attacking. Don't be scared, man. And credit to Kenny
say
Miller, away
100%.
to Melbourne United.
Oh,
yeah.
risky.
100%.
He took a big risk there. Because you know what? Let's say he changed the system in the 62nd minute and it backfired and we copped the goal.
Yeah.
Bro,
Yeah.
I'm telling you right
it
now,
would've
there would have
been
been
big
fucking big scenes behind the locker room there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there would have been a lot
Especially
of
'cause
questions asked.
Robinson wasn't there.
Exactly.
On top.
So,
Credit to him.
credit to him. He went against looks like the instructions that were given to him, and it paid off.
Yeah. It was. Hopefully Robertson's big enough to say, you know what, this four at the back works. Let's give it a go.
No chance
But
in hell.
let's.
It's not going to happen.
Listen, but all right, he wants to play this. What is that?
3-5-2.
3-5, whatever the fuck you want to call it, the boring formation. All right, if you play that away from home, all right, let's hit him on the counter attack. But now when we're playing at home, let's play more attacking, man. We're playing at home. Why are we defending at home?
Shit home record.
Let's fucking play, man. We've got the players.
That's not the biggest problem, but bro,
do you mean?
we're defending at home and we're still conceding.
Still copying
with a
goals,
3-5-2. That's the biggest issue at hand. Okay, you know what? If he was playing that defensive formation at home and away and we're still getting results, whatever. I've said it in the past. If we went to season and fucking got your 1-0 wins here and there, draw here and there, and we were consistently performing, I wouldn't mind. But the thing is, we had 2 losses at home with that formation that's meant to be defensive formation. That's the problem.
It looks like we've come to a crossroads at the moment, Stos. This is the situation, boys. Yeah, we've won a game on the weekend, but I can still see that our fans aren't really satisfied.
Yeah.
I'm not. No
It's
way.
that old saying, the paper over the cracks, mate.
Exactly. So the question is,
Bury the ship.
do we
Bury the ship.
do we accept this boring brand of football for results, or do we say, you know what, even though we won, we're not happy? So what do we want as fans? That's what I'm asking. Do we want results, Or do we have the luxury to say we want results playing an attacking brand? What are we happy with here?
Ideally, yeah, results playing taking band. But coming off 2 losses, I think we'll just take 3 points.
Yeah.
And we've done that. Now,
Then
I
we
think
can't.
I was just trying to say, how's the system going to go forward now? From there?
yeah.
So are we going to say as fans? Are we going to say? I'm speaking on majority of the voice of our fans. Do we say go for an attacking brand, and if you lose, that's fine? Or do we say play your boring defensive system as long as you get a result? What are we asking as fans right here?
It's tough, man. It's tough.
Oh, after the first 10 minutes.
Look, at the end of the day, all right, it goes back to what I just said. If you're still going to be losing playing defensively,
What's the point?
Why wouldn't you give it a crack? Just play attacking.
Okay, but we just won a game,
Yeah.
1-0. Okay, for 65 minutes we played defensive. Moving forward now,
Yeah.
forget the losses. If Carl Robinson was in front of us and said, "What do you want right now, boys? Do you want me to risk it and play an attacking brand and potentially lose?" Or do you want me to go for the 3-5-2 system and go for a 1-0 win? So what do we want? We want results, or do we want to play an attacking brand and roll the dice here?
You need change. It has to be done. We've
3-5-2
said it
is
a
not
million
working.
times now that formation is too defensive, and I think the biggest aspect for me is something that we've all brought up. We've got an attacking roster in this team, bro. You know, like we've got quality attackers. So why aren't we utilizing these players in a formation where you can get more of these players on the pitch?
It affects the players too, man. Like you're saying, we've got the attacking players. And when you're playing this defensive mind game, fucking the whole match,
You're not motivated.
they get bored, man. They'll start yelling at the coach. man.
Troyes is
Let's
the
fucking-
biggest culprit for that. Like you can
Let's
see, he's
attack,
not
bro.
there.
It's
He
It's
says
not,
he's not there.
Troyes' fault either.
Let's attack.
If you compare the level of passion from the start of the season, or the first 5 rounds to now,
Yep.
bro, it's diminished
dropped
so
a lot.
much. And I said this in the last podcast. It looks like the players have lost faith, and they're not buying into the system anymore. Yeah.
Yep.
So, and if you look at that goal, it was so unexpected that the players were even surprised. It's like, wait a second, we're going for a point here. We just scored a goal. They even got surprised.
Not even the people on the bench here, mate.
Yeah.
They were looking
Honestly.
at their plans. And by the time they turned around, Whooshka,
It was a delay.
it's in the back of the
It's
net.
like even they were surprised. This wasn't meant to happen. This is not part of the script. We're meant to go home 0 or draw for a
fucking
point.
paid off.
Yeah. So I think the players have lost a bit of faith in the system. Truisi, I told you, we lost him
He's
4 weeks
done.
ago.
He's done.
We
Yeah,
lost
he's
him
done.
after the derby.
Yeah.
So now what do we do moving forward? That's one. Do we have the luxury as fans right now to demand an attacking brand, considering that where we are on the table? Or do we tell Carl Robertson, play your 5 at the back, just get us a 1-0 win, 3 points here?
The
He's
fact
done
of the
that.
matter is, we can demand whatever the fuck we want.
Yeah, but in the NSL team.
from what I've seen, as a character, as a manager, he's a stubborn fuck. Simple as that.
Which isn't necessarily a bad thing, because Popovich was a stubborn fuck too. And look at our success. And he played, 4-2-3-1, which isn't full attacking. But if Robertson
He
does
played a
go back,
4-4-2 too, as well.
Sometimes, yeah.
Papa.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
played the diamond 4-4-2.
I'm-
So he had
he
that
had the
plan
holding
B.
too.
I'm with
Get the
Banana
players.
here. You play at home, bro. You change your system. You have a system for playing at home where you want to build a fortress. Where he used the word a couple weeks ago, suffocate.
Yeah.
You want to suffocate your opponents. That when they come, there it should be fucking hell, bro.
That's what Much did.
Yeah. So, again, if you go away, a difficult away fixture, by all means, go defensive. Play 5 at the back. Try to steal a 1-0 win. I'll get a point.
That's what any manager do in the
That's
the whole
the
world,
norm.
bro.
That's
But
the
that's
norm.
what I fucking do. Like, I don't get it. It's like,
That's the norm, bro. The norm is at home. You play a more attacking brand. You've got you're familiar with the ground. You're at home. Your city. You've got your fans there. So everything there is for you to play an attacking game to get the 3 points. That's the ultimate goal. But when you go away games, you can play your defense system by all means,
You're
bro.
gonna be cautious.
We're gonna be cautious. We won't say anything. But when you play your fucking bullshit, boring brand of football at home, that's when.
No one's scared
That's
to
when
come
noise
to
is going to start coming from your fans. That's where the issue is here. You need to pick your games.
The other when was the last game? What night was it? Saturday.
Yeah.
I heard it the other night. The booze ringing
Yeah.
around.
Yep. Solid booze. Yeah.
Good booze.
No one's scared to come to Para. They know if they come to Para, we're going to sit off them. They're going to have time to build up, blah, blah, blah. If you do that pressing, it's going to bring errors for them, and it's great for us.
that's what
I
you
think
press.
we have to.
That's what you
I
press
think
the
we have
hardest,
to.
bro, when you're at fucking
Yeah.
home.
I think
You
we
know?
have to.
You got the crowd behind you as well, the momentum. That's where you should be taking risks, not away.
Absolutely.
If Robertson
You know what I
does go back to the 3-5-2 and we do lose in our next game,
Well,
Fuck.
we'll be blowing up on the podcast again.
Yeah, honestly.
Boom.
Yeah.
What I think maybe Carl Robertson will take out of this game is, all right, he won't change his system, but what he might think now is if it's nil all around the 70th minute, instead of protecting that the draw and
Might
getting
go
a
for
point, maybe I should go for it now.
Yeah.
You know, because I've got quality players coming off the bench. Maybe I can go for the win here. Maybe that's if I see a change in his system, that's what it is. It's not the system, it's the way he's thinking. Yeah. Maybe I can steal the 3 points rather than let's see how long this game goes for nil all.
How does that work if you fucking go down 2-0 at half time? You know what I mean? It's too late. Yeah. Like, fuck. You know, you're trying to chase a game with 45 minutes left. It's too late. It's not going to work. Yeah. You saw that against fucking Adelaide. Like, you know what I mean? It's not going to happen, man.
Yeah.
Magush had a cracker of a game, I thought.
He did. He
actually
had some big saves, man.
He did.
Massive saves. Their goal.
First half.
You know who
half.
actually, to be fair, I don't even think McGowan played half decent. No. Like, he wasn't terrible, to be honest.
Well, I think
compared to his last two games prior.
I think they had 23 shots and only 6 of them was on target. So what that kind of them. So what that translates to me is most of the shots were contested. There was pressure on a lot of their shots, because obviously with that pressure, it's hard to get on, shoot on target. So you know what, you slammed our players at times, especially the back line. We give credit to them.
No, they weren't too bad.
Listen, I think when you play, we're going to give you credit. When you play shit, we're going to say
absolutely
simple.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think Wolmering struggled a little bit, but to be fair,
came into the game. I thought.
You know what I mean?
Could have had a goal as well. The volley went straight to the keeper.
The attacking third, he does well.
Yeah.
But I feel it's a bit sketchy in the back line at times. You know, I'm not really sold on him.
Even Ziggy playing that centre back role, I thought he did well. That's not natural position.
Yes, he reverted to the 4-4-2. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Ziggy the Warrior.
Because I guess Nada's out for, I don't know, I'm assuming he's going to be out for a little while.
Let me throw a scenario here now.
Here we go.
Next 2-3 games, we
Two
felt
games at home.
Winnable games.
We lose both of them. All right. Does the club say, Carl, thanks for your services, and bring Kenny Miller as the head coach, as a caretaker for the remaining?
Tough.
No.
I would say no.
You got to bring someone in.
Does this? What I'm trying to say is, has Kenny Miller done something in terms of what he can offer right now? Has he made a statement here?
I'm not sold after. All right, he made that change there. Okay, that's fine. But obviously, Kenny Miller's been brought in with Robinson, bro. Yeah. So he obviously believes in that system that he plays. All right, he made that judgment call, whatever. But for me, I don't think getting rid of Robinson and leaving Miller for the remainder of the season.
But if the Wanderers sit down, at the end of the day, an assistant has to do what the head coach does.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay,
yeah.
If the coach sits down with Kenny Miller after parting ways with Carl Robertson and says, Kenny, we want to play an attacking brand. You were a striker you played in the best leagues in the world. You played for Scotland international level. We know you can attack. We know you know what to do. Give us an attacking brand.
Not happy. No, I'm not sold with that, bro.
All right.
I think it goes back to what we were saying in the podcast before. There's coaches that are on the market at the moment that we could potentially bring in, and we have to go for one of those managers or whatever. You know what I mean? It's like what you just said before. It's like a bandage over the wound again. You know what I mean? It's like, oh yeah, all right, he can finish the remainder. We'll try and tell him the philosophy we want, but you're taking a risk again. Bring someone back. Bring someone in, bro. Bring Popovic in. Bring someone that's credible, man. That's got that fucking experience.
Create a buzz again.
That's it. You know what I mean? Like it can be done. Bring Muscat. Is Muscat a free agent?
Yeah, he is. Harry Kuehl now, but fuck him.
Bring him in.
No, we don't want Harry Kuehl. Just because he was a good player doesn't mean he's a good manager, bro.
It's very tough because you've just won a really good, a tough away game, right? But there's still a sour taste in the mouth. It's a bit.
Yeah.
It feels wrong, man. You know, for us, it feels wrong for me sitting here and saying I'm not content with that win, but. Man, it was boring, man.
I'm happy with one, but I feel the same, bro. I'm not.
These blokes, I don't know what these guys do. These guys train every day, right? Do these guys practice crossing? Bro, some of these crosses, my God, bro.
Very, very.
There was one. I think it was the first half. Fabinho had a chance, crossed it in. Yeah. I think he held the L2 button too long and the ball lobbed up in the air.
I don't understand it.
What's these?
We play all
blowing hard, brother.
Years deep. I can do a better cross than that.
Do a Valencia cross, mate. Straight across the box, mate. Power, mate. Where it goes, it goes.
Yeah. But you're right, Boz. I think the next 2 games, they're winnable games. I think if we don't win those 2 games,
At the moment, I can say with that win, we salvaged our season. I know it's midway through the season, but we lose. We lose over there. It's probably, for me, it's probably lights out. To be honest, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We drop
I was
outside.
saying that was
Drop outside the
man,
6.
Big crisis.
With 3 games ahead of everyone else, that's probably lights out for us.
Well, let's now that you mentioned your 6 and your thing, I was looking at the ladder the other day before this game, and I was looking, and we're like, we played 10 games, and we only had at the time 13 points, brother.
So out of 30,
Is that like for you guys? Is that good enough, bro?
That's rubbish.
out of a potential 30 points, we didn't even get half of it.
Yeah.
13.
That's disgusting.
relegation.
Bro.
Yeah.
That's rubbish. 100% is rubbish.
Yeah.
Another thing I want to bring up, because there's a few people that I bumped into over the past few days, mentioning a certain player and their thoughts on him, and obviously they rested him quite a bit in the last game. Obviously, and he came on near the end. A lot of people have been giving me a bit of stick about Bacchus. What are your thoughts about Bacchus as a player in general? Because I was really surprised, because I feel like he's not a bad player. He's a good servant to the club. But a lot of people have been telling him that he's honkers. They want him gone.
No. Look, I love Bacchus. I think he's great. And I said it. I think he's possibly a future captain. But just because we sack a player or drop a player for one game doesn't mean we're saying he has to be. He's out.
No,
I think he just needs to be dropped.
The way these people were talking to him, they reckon he's just rubbish.
No, I
off
think
the bat.
No, I think he's quality. But now seeing much endurance, hopefully it gives Bacchus a kick in the ass. That
But
he has to perform every
this
week.
was always going to happen now when you sign Much, all right? To smooth Much in and to push Bacchus out a little bit. Not
reckon?
permanently, just for the time being while Much is here. All right, so I think I don't know.
What's the
I
point
think
of that?
I don't know because he's got a midfielder. He's got a tall midfielder now,
we're
bro.
just
Who
getting
can
too
sit with-
comfortable.
Who can do the dirty work and you can push Dorrance
think-
up now a bit.
I'll be honest with you. I think Bacchus is a victim of the system, bro, that they're trying to play.
Yeah.
Because when we watch Bacchus, we know he likes to move forward. Goes on a bit of a run. I think now he's very restricted. It's pass left, pass right, shift the ball. So he's very limited, bro. It's like the system's pulled the freedom away from him. So I'm thinking he's I reckon what's happened was he had a few games where he's actually pushed forward, and Carl Robertson said made him out to be a scapegoat. Who knows what's happening in the locker room? Because his confidence has just plummeted right now.
This is the
Yeah,
one that,
I'll agree with that.
this kind of the same thing that happened to his brother when his brother was back at the club.
Yeah.
His brother was originally his brother is originally an attacking midfielder.
Yeah.
Played for Blacktown.
Yeah.
When we brought him in the club, I was very happy.
Yeah.
He's a
played
top
him
player,
centre
you know?
And he was.
And then he ended up playing in fucking.
Centre defence.
Send
defence,
CDM,
mate.
yeah.
And then when did he start? For me, when he started playing, when he left and he went to Melbourne City, then he started to play his game. Man.
Yeah,
Then he
exactly.
Opened up straight away, got a deal.
So we don't know what's happened behind doors. It could have been a game after we lost, and Carl Robinson maybe told him off and made him out to be the scapegoat. And because it's turned for a worse very quickly, because he started the year very promising. He was moving forward, and now what I'm hearing is similar comments to you. Is he's playing left and right, just shifting the ball. But we don't know if that's the instructions that are given to him.
Yeah.
And he looks like he's lost a lot of motivation himself.
I wouldn't sack him. No way. I don't think we should say.
No, I don't think we should
I
say
never
at
said
all.
anything about sacking.
No,
I'm
second.
saying-
He's saying what
I
people have
back
said.
Bacchus 100%.
Yeah,
I think he's a good player. You know what I mean? Like he's for me, he's a starter. Absolutely. You know
Is
what
he
I
now?
mean? Because
But-
for me personally, from what I've seen from Much, I haven't.
You
Didn't say much.
Yeah, whatever. Didn't say much, but
Well, I'm gonna.
I wasn't impressed.
I think Much will be a good play for us. Honestly, give him a couple more games with extra conditioning, match fitness.
Yeah.
If we do make the finals, he might be a very key player for us, bro.
right, boys.
With the experience.
Off the bench.
Nah, I reckon him and Dorrance might build a bit of a chemistry, both being in the APL. Bro, we're talking about a lot of experience here, man.
Yeah, but look, Oren's different story, bro. He was a first team player. Much was a bit of a fringe player in the
only
APL,
thing-
bro. You get what I'm trying to say?
Bro, he made it.
Still, yeah.
He made it to the
I
top
get
of the
it,
hardest
but
league in the world. You can't.
He wasn't a first team player where Dorrance was in every club he played for. It's a big thing, bro.
If he's
First team player,
if he scored in his first start, Stos,
You can't criticize him.
I can't. He's only going to get better from here.
Let's hope so.
I get it.
You
But
can't. Personally,
I'm not sold.
So you
Maybe
think-
because I'm being a bit biased and I don't like that type of
I
player.
know it's too early to jump on the bandwagon,
Yeah,
but what I'm saying is there's potential there to get better. If he scored in his first start, How much better can he be in the next couple games?
I just feel
much better.
Yeah, you got to throw the much in there.
I just feel that having the partnership of Dorrans and Much isn't what we should be looking for right now. I think the partnership of Dorrans and Bacchus is better because, as we've said in the past, they complement each other.
Stos,
Bacchus is more of an
you keep
attacking
Bacchus
player.
in there, and you give him, and you told him instructions that's against how he plays. Then that's not the Bacchus that you're
Yeah, but
expecting,
you're hypothetically speaking, Boz. You don't know that's been said.
bro.
You're just having the guess.
Bro, I'll show you clips from the first 4 rounds and his last 4 games.
I believe
yeah,
that, but
he
you
used to
don't
get the
know.
ball moving forward, moving forward. Now
moving
it's
forward.
sideways. His body position's changed.
Yeah.
So there's something's changed, bro, that we don't know.
But we don't know 100%. That's what I'm trying to
But
say.
as a coach,
We're just making shit up here.
From
on the fly.
as a coach myself, if a player's changed his the way he plays, it's not you don't change the way you play after 3 months.
Nah.
Yeah. There's been instructions or something's been said to him that it stopped him from playing how he usually plays. So I'm not going to criticize him. I'm going to say that's what the coach wants from him.
How can he drop much now? He's got the goal. I don't think he's dropping Dorrans. He's what?
Yeah, Dorrans will be
Assistant
dropped.
captain.
Dorrans is a player.
It's only for Bacchus, and I said I think Bacchus will go next season. I think he'll go overseas because that's how much I rate him. I think he's got a lot of potential, but unfortunate, I can see him being on the bench next game. Like, I don't think he can drop.
There
much
you go.
of
That's what I
Dorrans.
said. As soon as we signed this bloke, I said this is going to be the whole plan. You got Dorrans in the middle, and then slowly, like we said, be the scapegoat, and they can just slowly slide him out of it.
Of course.
It's not fair.
It's not fair.
Yeah.
He's a youngster in the dressing room. He's a scapegoat.
Not the ego. I mean, his confidence.
Yeah, he's lost his confidence. My advice to Bacchus, bro, get out of Australia end of season, bro. There's nothing else you can achieve here. Go to a team like the German league.
Nah, bro, don't go anywhere, bro. Just snap Much's leg at training, and you're back in, bro.
Back in the
To
starting
the old Westy dirty style, bro. That's how we roll.
Don't we want to see our youngsters move forward in their careers?
Yeah,
But let him move
the
forward. Yeah, but
Wanderers.
hang on, bro. Yeah, Wanderers, bro. Let
Sell
him
him,
win
sell
shit
him.
here, bro.
Sell him.
That's
So
the
Lederer
biggest
can get
problem in
money
the
and
A-League.
just fucking
Boys.
nothing.
These players leave, and then we're left with the fucking scraps. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's a big thing.
I'm talking as a coach. I'm talking from his.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
But hey, bro, let him. You saying you want him to achieve, but let him win here something. Let him win a trophy
Well,
here.
bro, if we've got the
Surely
wrong,
wants to
if we've
win
got
a
the wrong
tournament.
gaffer who's not going to lead us to a championship, that's nothing to do with him.
Yeah.
You could have the best team on paper like we do. If the coach is fucking playing a defense system and you don't win, I can't say to a player, stay here till we win.
Yeah.
Because you'll go 10 years without winning a trophy.
And I don't think Robinson.
Do it, Gerard.
The only thing is, if he leaves,
Oh, no, sorry, no, Gerard. I mean, but
I think he's more suited to a German, the German league, something like that, a Hoffenheim or something like that. Someone that's.
I just don't.
We've seen Singh from Wellington go to Bayern Munich.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's doing well.
It's B team now, but yeah.
He's doing well. He broke into
Bayern
first.
Munich, bro.
It's Bayern Munich, brother. They just won the world club title.
World Club. What do they call it? Yeah, look.
Look.
So
If Bacchus does leave and Dorrans doesn't sign with us again, there's a whole.
Who knows how long he signed to? I don't even know how long he signed to.
Someone comes knocking.
Yeah, it's a 1-year option at the moment.
Talking about Bacchus or Dorrans?
Oh,
Dorrans,
Bacchus.
No, you're talking about Dorrans.
Yeah.
Dorrans.
I was talking about Bacchus.
Dorrans, but
I'm
the clause is if anyone comes in from an overseas
He can go.
club, he's free to go.
Yeah.
confused. I don't know him in the end.
All right. Is there any other fucking talking points from the games you want to go into?
I'll go on one. Why? we talked about it before we started. Why didn't my mate,
Your best mate.
my best mate, what's
Pass
his
it?
name?
You got mates.
Why didn't he pass the ball? Why did you take a shot, bro? He gave you a nice through ball.
Oh, the one,
I don't mind
he
him
should've
shooting.
checked-
Your
should've cut
boy. He should have cut it back. All right,
two
his
options
eyes
in the
opened
box.
up, his ass all opened up. He wanted to score, but you should have done the right thing.
I
When
think-
Kamal's telling you off, like Boss said,
If Kamal's telling you off, bro, you've done something wrong.
you're done.
I don't
You know
mind
what
him
it is
shooting,
too?
just
If it
not
was
in your
any
place.
other player, I would have been praising them for having that crack.
That's what I mean.
But because it was him, I'm like, bro, just cut it back. You would have got an assist.
You know what it looks
You're
like?
more likely to get the assist than go for that near post fucking
know-
shot.
He would have felt better.
Oh, he hit the post.
You know what it
across
looks
the
like?
goals.
It looks like he's got a 20% goal bonus in his contract. That's what it looks like, bro.
I reckon
Yeah.
they're giving him 100% because they know he's not going to score.
I don't mind him
There's a
shit,
20% goal bonus in his contract, bro. I think it was going for because he had 2 guys in the inside, bro.
Two legs, yeah.
Had to.
Come on, man.
You know-
All I was cut it back and
If
boom.
that's all right, we're laughing about it now, but if the scores were locked 0-0,
No,
we're fucking scathing right now, bro.
I would have woke up out of my
Yeah?
sleep, bro. Yeah, fucking.
Yeah.
No, I didn't mind him shooting. I was more fearful you went to near post,
you-
not
you were
low
sleeping?
cross goals.
I was sleeping, man.
Wow.
Sorry, bro.
Honestly, straight
But,
out.
Hey, as of from there, it's got to be on target, bro. No
Yeah, it's got to be on
excuses.
target, 100%. Yeah, he's going to make the keeper work. Yeah, I don't mind him shooting, just not near post.
Oh,
Where do we
let's go into the next fixture, obviously, which is Monday night. And it's
Lovely.
Bro, I can't get over it that we've just won Western United and we're so, it's like the mood's
Down,
bro.
Yeah. That's because the shit game. Tell me,
I don't
Prices
get
are
it.
down.
I feel like we've let the viewers down now.
Please, down.
we can't get angry because they won. Though. That's the thing.
I don't get it. Usually we're buzzing, you know, the mood's pretty good, but fuck, it's like we drew a
Well, last year
game.
the thing was, you bring the stats out, bro, and that fucking fly.
Yeah.
Oh, I bet an old mate, Baldy, man. I don't want to talk about him. I don't waste time. I don't waste my breath in that play.
Anyway, they ain't going to that. We
Snake,
fucking
fuck him,
thrashed
really.
its mum
Fuck
last
him,
month.
fuck
He's just bought a little bit of time with this one. That's what I think it is.
Ah, he's bought no time.
You
with
reckon
me,
he's
bro.
watched it?
We win the league. I'll still tell
Absolutely,
you.
he's watched it.
I reckon someone's tapped him on the shoulder.
I hope
100%
so. I hope so.
No, even if we win the league,
Yeah, I want him
piss
out.
off still. I want him
100%.
out, bro.
Yeah.
And enough, bro.
People
Anyway,
follow us.
Oh, no, let's not
Let's
go
talk about
to-
Monday night.
Let's not
Monday
talk
night.
about fucking old mate, all right? Obviously, Monday night, which is Wellington at home. Mm-hmm. Yep. Are we winning this game? Because
Wait, just hang on.
What a question.
Hang
Are we
on,
winning
hang
this?
are we winning this game? I'm just thinking now. Okay?
Hang on. One thing before we get into it. You watched the Wellington game?
I did, bro.
How nice were the jerseys, bro?
Yeah, Wollongong
Touch the
jerseys.
Wollongong.
Bring him in.
You watch it?
Fuck's sake.
I didn't watch it. No.
Hey, what a nice
I saw the
touch.
jersey, but
What a nice touch
doing it
by
for every
Wellington,
Wellington,
to
straight
wear
out,
the fucking
respect,
Wolves.
bro. I know when you're gone, but yeah, nice touch. Nice
No, they're
touch.
doing it every home game, I think.
And bro, what a convincing win.
Nice, bro. I was in shock.
Was it 3-0?
3-0?
Yeah, 3-0 against Perth.
3-0 against Perth.
All right, so
man.
go back to my question.
Let's get back into it. So we'll get that across. It was a nice touch. Nice
Because you know what? If we go back to the last podcast, everyone rode the Wanderers off.
Well, fuck, if we're going to
do
get
it
a win
again.
every time we
Okay.
ride them
Right,
off, I'm going to ride them off every week.
3-0 Wellington.
3-0 loss to
4-0
Wellington.
Wellington 3-0.
What's his name? Davila. Hat trick.
The Villa
Yeah.
with the
Villa.
with the
Yeah.
Mexicans on fire.
Mexicans will be
Wonder if
there,
they're coming
hopefully.
up.
Hopefully they'll be
I'm
bigger.
seeing a high-scoring game, to be
Hopefully
honest.
there'll be more Mexicans in the RBTV.
Oh, let's go into predictions then. Okay, I'm feeling. Bro,
Say it,
I don't
Stos,
even know
say
what
it.
to say, bro.
Don't be scared
Like,
to jinx
how,
it.
how do you even like? You can't say we're coming out of form from that game. Can't
There was no form in
coming
there.
off a good results, brother. It was Phil. I don't know how they won that, bro. Like straight
I don't know
out.
either. I'm telling you now, I fell asleep. I was 10 minutes, I fell asleep. I woke up at full time.
There you go. He's honest.
I'm honest.
What's the
honest.
highlight
What's the
reel?
highlights? I don't know what's going on a bit.
Listen,
I was
listen.
struggling.
Apparently
a
I
lot.
didn't miss much, so it
If
was good.
Banana falls asleep during a game, you know,
it's
it's
bad.
fucking bad.
I did work during the day, my brother's
Oh,
playing.
I'm going predictions.
This, that.
I'm going predictions. I'm thinking 2-2 draw.
I was just about to say that.
No, okay, I'll go for a draw. Let's go for a draw.
I'm going to go for us win 2-0.
Ooh,
But I'm,
Wellington.
no, yeah, I think if we're serious about making the top 6, top 4, it's a must win.
I think we've got a pretty bad record with Wellington at home, bro.
So I think it's like a
bad record
bogey.
at home.
It's like a bogey side.
We're good here.
You reckon?
Yeah.
We've got a good record against Wellington. We've got we've got a bad record against Wellington. We've got a bad record at home.
I think everyone we've got.
That's just counted it.
Any another victory somehow we've got a good record.
No, honestly, it's a game we have to win. I think we have to win our next 2 games if we're serious about top 4.
Got to win, bro.
have to.
Top four,
Top 4,
six.
top 6, whatever. Regardless, we've got to win them. The next 2.
I'm thinking 2-2 draw, bro.
To Wellington.
Let's just win. Let's just catch up to the Mariners. To the Mariners on top of the fucking
Mariners,
ladder,
yeah.
bro.
Actually, what's
Let me
the
check.
score now?
Let me check.
Let's have a look
Hang
now.
on.
What's the
Hang on. Let's
score?
go. Let's go. What's the score? 2-0. Oh, they finished.
Hey, Stadge, bro.
Yeah.
Shout out to
Damn.
Stadge, man.
Yeah.
With the limited resources and budget they have.
shout out
That's
to
a big fuck you
shout
to
out-
the FFA for
Shout
sucking
out to the CEO.
Sean.
Sure. Sean, free the RBB.
Come back, Sean. Come back, Sean.
We need you, Sean.
Bring him back.
Get rid of that bolly fuck that got rid of you, bro. Let's get rid of him.
Sean.
Get your revenge, Sean. Come back,
You
mate.
would not be saying this 5 years ago.
Oh, 5 years ago. I was saying something else.
Fuck you, Sean.
Fuck you, brother. Nah, man, it was a good. But we gave him the stick, but it was good.
Yeah, he used
that was a
to
good
he
play.
cop it on the gym.
He copped it on the
Fair
gym.
play.
Fair play to the bloke.
Yeah, it was good.
That's all. All right, so we're pretty much giving our predictions now. I think that's a wrap, pretty much, boys. So
That's a wrap.
Let's see, eh?
just the
There you
usual. Like, subscribe,
Here
comment.
go.
and you know the rest. Obviously, if people can try and share our content as much as possible as well, because obviously our views are starting to pick up a little bit. Which is
Yeah,
good.
yeah. Just